The wetland awakens with a vibrant pulse of life as birdsong and the croaking of frogs fill the air. Dragonflies dance gracefully among the lotus blooms, their delicate wings catching the sunlight. Seraphina, a radiant crab with piercing blue eyes, surveys the tranquil scene, her contentment echoing through the serene landscape. Under the relentless sun, the wetland struggles for life as the pond shrinks, revealing cracked earth and withered plants. Fish gasp for air in the dwindling water, their movements sluggish as they suffer from the heat. Seraphina watches with growing concern, her brow furrowed as she witnesses the drought's devastating impact. Against the backdrop of a drought-stricken wetland, Aldrich the Stork descends, his pristine white feathers shimmering brilliantly under the intense sunlight. His calculating gaze sweeps across the desolate terrain, assessing the dire situation. The parched land's inhabitants gather, their eyes fixed on Aldrich, a silent plea for salvation in their desperate stance. Under the open sky of the wetland, Aldrich towers over a gathering of tired, thirsty animals, his presence commanding attention. Aldrich soothes the parched gathering with a promise. I come from the blue lake beyond the hills. I can carry you, one by one, to a paradise with water deeper than dreams. The animals murmur, their relief palpable. Yet Seraphina remains unconvinced, her skepticism cutting through the hopeful atmosphere. In the dim light of her shell-lined den, Seraphina sits, her brow furrowed in thought. Aldrich shifts uncomfortably, his eyes darting nervously around the room. Seraphina's sharp voice cuts through the silence. Why would a noble stork help strangers? Each morning, Aldrich steps into the wetland, wading through the murky water. He gently cradles a frog, promising deliverance. Seraphina watches from afar, her unease deepening with each empty-handed return. In the heart of the wetland, Seraphina, her face a canvas of concern, approaches Nola the tortoise. Nola, ancient and wise, rests serenely amidst the lily pads, her gaze steady. Seraphina confides, "Something is wrong, Nola." Nola replies, "There is a smell to wickedness." They decide to investigate. In the heart of the wetland, Seraphina approaches Aldrich. With feigned innocence, Seraphina bats her eyelashes as she pleads, "Take me next." Aldrich nods, his eyes gleaming with anticipation. Against the vast sky, Aldrich lifts Seraphina, her composure unwavering. Seraphina calmly observes the world stretching out beneath them. The flight veers away from the expected lakes, heading toward a desolate rock field. Seraphina stands at the edge of the rock field, her gaze drawn to the bones scattered below. Fish bones, broken shells, shattered beaks. The grim tableau stretches out before her. Her heart freezes, but her mind races, desperately seeking a plan amidst the desolation. Against the backdrop of a towering rock cliff, Aldrich lands with predatory grace. A predatory glint sparks in his eyes as Aldrich pauses to savor the moment. With a wicked grin, Aldrich declares, "Well, dear crab, you're not too heavy. A snack before sunset." Seraphina sits serenely on the rock cliff, untouched by urgency. She suggests with a sly smile, "Why rush? I'm far tastier cooked. My shell holds spices." Seraphina calmly says, "Put me on that flat stone and let the sun warm me. Then, feast." The sun beats down mercilessly as Aldrich stands on the rock cliff, battling hunger. Aldrich glances around, squinting against the glaring sunlight. A sun-baked snack sounds fine," Aldrich mutters, his gaze fixed on the landscape. On the rugged rock cliff, Seraphina stealthily moves into position. With swift precision, Seraphina's claws clamp down on his long neck. The grip tightens, a vice-like hold, as Seraphina asserts her dominance. On the precipice of a rugged rock cliff, Aldrich struggles against Seraphina's firm grip. The desperate sounds echo hauntingly across the desolate landscape. Seraphina stands resolute against the backdrop of stark, barren terrain, Aldrich's cries cutting through the air. The wind howls as Seraphina stands defiantly on the precipice, her hair a wild halo around a face consumed by rage. Her voice cuts through the gale. "You betrayed the innocent," she continues, her words sharp as the rocks below. "You fed on the weak, lied for your hunger." Drawn by the sounds of conflict, various animals cautiously gather at the base of the rock cliff, their eyes fixed upwards. The animals witness a grim scene. Scattered bones litter the ground, a stark testament to past struggles. Aldrich cowers, trembling, beneath Seraphina's imposing claws, a picture of righteous dominance. On the rugged rock cliff, Seraphina releases her captive, her eyes burning with fierce resolve. With a swift, decisive motion, she leaves a scar of warning on his wing, a mark of vengeance. Seraphina's voice rings out with unyielding authority. "You shall return and dig graves for every life you stole. Your wings will carry no freedom until your debt is repaid." Over the wetland, clouds converge, heavy with impending rain. The first raindrop descends, a gentle tear upon the thirsty ground. Slowly, tentatively, life returns as the pond begins to refill. In the wetland, Aldrich, humbled, joins Seraphina and Nola in their work. They build memorial stones and nests, nurturing life in the wake of loss. Aldrich stands guard, his gaze vigilant, protecting the skies not as a predator, but as a guardian. The wetland revives, bursting forth in a symphony of life and vibrant hues. Life flourishes anew. Nature's canvas ignites with newfound vitality. In the heart of the wetland, Seraphina stands, her very presence a beacon of wisdom and compassion. Her voice carries on the gentle breeze, a solemn promise to the people. We must always be vigilant and protect the vulnerable. Her gaze sweeps over the faces before her, imparting a profound truth. True strength lies not in might, but in mind. Aldrich stands at the edge of the tranquil wetlands, his face a canvas of deep remorse. The wind whispers secrets of Aldrich's past through the reeds, each gust a reminder of his journey toward redemption. He stands still, the weight of his regret heavy on his shoulders, knowing the path ahead is long. In the heart of the wetland, Seraphina, Nola, and Aldrich stand as beacons of hope and renewal. The air vibrates with the symphony of life, as the wetlands creatures look upon them with reverence. Justice, wisdom, and reconciliation are embodied in their united presence. The wetland lies still, reflecting the setting sun's fiery hues as long shadows stretch across the water. Reeds sway gently in the breeze, whispering ancient secrets through the wetland. Narration whispers across the rivers and rocks. Outwit the wicked, not with war but with wisdom.